Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the TheHouseTD 2, and what we're gonna go ahead and talk about today is going to be our factions. And I did make a video prior talking about how to go ahead and get faction coins, but now we're gonna go ahead and talk about everything you need to know about the factions in general. Pretty much what you go ahead and want to go ahead and focus on is what you go ahead and main. Like for example, I usually main demon and I main military, so I try to focus on those first off and foremost. And if you have extra time, I believe you should try to max out your entire skill tree. If you go ahead and click on the factions in the middle, it does tell you everything that you have available and everything that you go ahead and get. Like for example, you have buffs that you go ahead and get. You also have other buffs that don't exactly apply to your towers but apply to you as a player. For example, 3% coins from rewards is a buff that applies to you as a player. Another thing that you go ahead and do is a 5% roll refund chance, which is very nice to go ahead and have. And there's other things as well. Things that I personally would go ahead and prioritize though is going to be Blessed Start, which is going to be a 5% XP gain for both your player XP as well as your faction XP. Another thing I would go ahead and prioritize is going to be Lucky Hex, because you get that 5% chance of getting your voodoo tokens back once you roll to try to get a curse. When it comes to right here, Haggler is also going to be another thing I would go ahead and prioritize, because it's a 5% cheaper store prices, which is always nice, and this only includes any stores for equipment or any stores where there's like discounts. Does not include summoning, sadly, but just thought I should go ahead and just drop that for you guys so you guys would go ahead and know. Also Fence, which is going to be a part of the Undead, is you go ahead and sell your towers or any of your equipment with a 5% increase. So for example, if you're selling something for 100 and that's what they're going to take it at, it'll be 105 with that 5% increase. Now, when it comes to the demon side, it's kind of greedy. There's nothing here that really helps out the player itself, but there's a lot of stuff that benefits the demons more. So that's definitely something to look forward to. And obviously, Omni, you definitely do have Golden Touch, which does give you a 3% coins from rewards. So whatever you get at the end, you get a 3% on top of that. So for example, if you have 100 coins, once you win, you'll go ahead and get 103 coins at the end. And overall, I would go ahead and suggest that you guys work on Omni first and whatever your class is. Omni's good to have because this will boost every single tower no matter what you have. And definitely working on your individual class is something you should go ahead and do right off the bat as well. Once you go ahead and complete that, I would also recommend just kind of expanding your web a little bit and working on other stuff. Obviously, you don't have to prioritize it as much, but the things that I did mention that you should go ahead and prioritize that benefits the player, that is something that I would recommend you guys do. And obviously, once again, you could click on the middle and just see everything that those boost affect. And usually there are mainly boosts to the individual factions themselves, but obviously Omni boosts almost everything, so that's definitely a W. Another thing I want to go ahead and mention is going to be this. Even though my entire web is maxed out, it's going to probably be a little bit more bigger. I don't have confirmation that it's going to expand more, but it's barely like the second week. And I'm pretty confident that they're going to go ahead and expand this a little bit more. So definitely, if you guys want to go ahead and grind those extra faction coins, I definitely would recommend it. Because obviously, even though this is maxed out, I'm pretty sure with future updates, this entire web is going to be a little bit bigger. And it will probably have better benefits in the long run. But yeah, guys, that pretty much concludes it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.